So today I'm going to talk about Santa's Grottos and how can your school, your PTA, help to make Santa's Grotto just a little bit more sustainable. Now, I'm not going to be talking about anything rocket science here. I'm talking about two things: what the Santa's Grotto present is and what it's packaged and wrapped in. So I'm going to link in some ideas of traders that I know of personally, that I've used or have heard good things about. I will link those in rather than listing them off here. But I want you to think about, what is the item? So for example, is the item something the child needs? Do they need this item? If they don't need it, it is just something, a nice thing, then how big does it have to be? So for example, my kids have about 7 colouring books. If all 3 of them got another colouring book, it almost feels just a waste of those 100 pages of paper. So what about looking at getting a token sized gift, a token sized book, a travel colouring book? They haven't got to be big things. Kids are normally just pleased for having received something. Think about actually what it is, and if it's not actually essential and it's not needed and they just want something, then, you know, is it wasteful? Is it a wasteful product? Are you just buying something for the sake of it? And if you are buying something for the sake of it, then how about making it small and having the carbon footprint of that item as minimal as possible? There are other things you could do. So you could, for example, increase the budget through fundraising, asking for donations, for example. And you could increase the budget of the Santa's present gifts, so they're not like £1-2 gifts. It could be £5 gifts, for example. And then you could actually buy some like eco-friendly books as presents, like learning about the planet, climate change. There are so many around now, possibly like 100 different books. You could buy things like nature books. I've got some great little ones that are like £3.99 from Usborne, and bulk buying from an Osborne trader, like you could probably get them for like £3 or something. So like there are really nice ways that you can buy small gifts that actually have a nature, environmental education lesson within that gift. Or the other thing is looking at sustainably made items like sustainably wooden toys, again just tiny like stocking type size presents. Or there are people that make hair accessories out of upcycled material, and I will link some of those traders in. Then the other thing is, what is it packaged in? Well, okay, first of all, we want whatever's to be used to be recyclable at the end. And we want you guys to recycle it. So if it's going to be unwrapped in school, you need to know that the school will facilitate that recycling of all that paper. Like, I'm not going to say tons, but loads and loads of paper. If you think of every child in the school unwrapping a present. If not, ensure that parents know it is recyclable paper, so they know it can go in their recyclable waste. You don't want it to have any plastic in it. So some paper might look like paper, but when you actually like rip it, like when you rip paper, if it's got plastic in it, you will almost see the separate layers and see how they rip differently and how you can almost see that plastic. My biggest recommendation is buying a bulk roll of brown paper. Now, although these seem more expensive to buy, they are bigger. So normally when you buy wrapping paper, you might buy 2 or 5 metres, and you could get that for £1 or £2. I buy brown rolls in like 10, 20 metre rolls. So yes, it costs more money, but when you're bulk buying and bulk wrapping presents, it's a really good way of doing it, and it's completely sustainable in regards to